Hello, I am Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz on September 8, 2012, 1:07 a.m., Birmingham, Alabama. Topic: The Days of Noah returns with a vengeance. And first, I want to tell you something. Abraham was born 1,948 years after creation. Israel was born in 1948. Isn't that a coincidence? So Abraham was born 1,948 years after creation, and then the year 1948, Israel was born. Abraham received from God the covenant. He received from God the promise that this land, Israel, would go to him and his descendants. This happened 2018 years after creation. 2018 years after creation. And wow, we are in 2012 today. That's 6 years from now. We are in a window that means we can have a rapture any minute. Look at those numbers. Look them up and see what they say. They're trying to tell you, be prepared. I want to tell you something first. There's a company in Australia that's working with Apple. And the producer, the maker, the creator of the iPhone. This company in Australia is working with this Apple to create and finalize a chip, an implantable chip that is as small as a grain of rice, full of nanotubes, has a battery that is charged by body heat. And these are for implant in people. It's happening. This has been done today. They have probably already created the chip that they're going to use. We just hadn't got that news yet. So let me tell you a little bit more about in the days of Noah, they'll return with a vengeance. Punishment. This is vengeance now, inflicted or retribution exacted for injury or wrong, usually from one injured, okay? The vengeance thought comes, though, from Satan and the sons of God, not because it's due to them, because they're mad. The fallen angels, in the days of Noah, the fallen angels mated with the daughters of men, and crossbred every living thing on earth, people with animals, animals like horses with dogs, birds and fish, fish and women. Wow. Do you think mermaids were real? I do. And they look like demons. The Nephilim, the sons of gods, the Nephilim were the offspring, but they crossbred everything that lived, including plants, trees, anything that grows. They experimented with it in the days of Noah. So you see why God destroyed the world by water. However, the Bible does say, as in the days of Noah and after. Okay, the word and after. They're still here, y'all. And they're going to come back with vengeance. They're going to come back with vengeance. They're here. They just have not been released. So, I want to open the door so you can understand why the tribulation will be so horrible. These things again, but their intent will be to torture and destroy. And yes, this will happen in the latter half of the tribulation on a scale that God deems the worst time ever on earth. There has never been a time this bad, nor will there ever be a time this bad again. Take the hint. In the days of Noah, it was horrible. In the days coming will surpass the days of Noah. If it wasn't at least worse than the days of Noah, then God would not have said that. So I just gave you the time period. And 1948 years after creation, here comes Abraham. Year 1948, Israel's born. And the year 2018 years after creation, God gave Israel to Abraham and his descendants. And behold, we are at 2012 today. 2018 is just a minute. So the rapture will be the beginning of the tribulation. In sorts, the rapture could happen 1 year, 1 day, 1 minute, or 5 or 6 years before the tribulation, or even longer. There's a window of 20 years. And but the window for the rapture being very narrow, but the window for the tribulation being broad, that's going to give a lot of people time to get relaxed once again. All the excitement of the rapture been over. And with all the freebies that are left behind. Now let me explain that. For example, the world will reel from so many people gone. Imagine anywhere between 10 million or 25 million or 125 million gone away in a moment. Millions of homes will be empty. Clothing, furniture, motorcycles, boats, cars, money, appliances, and tens of millions of Christian books and literature. Wow. Videos, letters, people write with the intent to warn people. These things will be left behind as well. And you will need them. And you will seek them. And because at that time, I'm going to tell you, and this is anyway, in the tribulation, things will be so bad that the Bible says in those days men will seek to die, but death will flee from them. That's during the tribulation, y'all. I don't want to be in it. I'm going to hide it. I'm going to get out of here before then. And I would say think about that, because this is real. This is horrible. And I'm going to tell you one more thing, one more little thing, a little tidbit. I don't know how many people knows this, but did you know, first I heard it was an aircraft carrier, and then second I heard that it was like a cruise ship, okay? I don't know. But did you know that this ship nearing China had a electromagnetic pulse bomb explode above them? This is in the last 90 days, and the ship went dead in the water. It did happen, y'all. It happened. China sent that missile up, and and you know, you can control how much damage you do by radius on how high you want to blast and how wide you want the collateral damage, okay? And they wanted it just big enough to take out this ship, and they did. And so things like that are real. Things like that will be used. There's evidence of it right there. But also, think about that window. There's a narrow window for the tribulation rapture. Wide one for the tribulation. Jody Wolf, Expoz.